was one paragraph, and that paragraph was our why.
That's where it all starts. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I've helped start a lot of clubs, Pam, and I'm proud of everybody that we work with. And your district is something different. I mean, Lizzie and just everybody there in your district is just a different breed. You guys know what you want. You're accepting. It is just incredible to what you did. And I'm just gonna tell you right now that I tell your story and I tell your district story because it takes everybody. We just help facilitate a little bit, but you got Lizzie, you got everybody up there, you got you and Zoe. Please give Zoe a big hug for me.
He planned to come, but he's at a holiday party and they haven't served dinner yet. So
no problem. But we want to make sure that that goes out. And I really believe that when you feel it here in your heart like you did, you can take this. I promise you there are going to be other Mosaic Rotaries by and you guys are the ones who put that heart into it to create that package. It's going to be a trend center um a, a, around the world. I honestly believe that. So thank you for allowing us to be a little part of it. Thank you to your district team for just embracing that we all work together for the greater good. This is one of my proudest moments in Rotary. So I just want to say thank you.
What an inspirational
we
story.
appreciate all your support because that's part of what made it all happen too.
And your why is so important. Your why is really one of the reasons you are where you are now. And we love to share that why.
So if you could give a couple of pointers to anyone that's thinking of maybe making a change on a Rotary Club or doing something, what would you do in regards to that? Someone that's saying, "Hey, I'm not being fulfilled the direction that I want." What would you say?
Identify what's missing, and make a change. We don't know it's going to work. We don't know it's going to continue, but you don't know unless you try. I actually just talked to a Rotary Club today here in our district who had some conversations about companion clubs, and the board wasn't really sure about it. So we answered some questions, and I said, you can't succeed if you don't try. And if you fail, that's okay. You learn something from it.
How many light bulbs did Edison create before he actually got the one to work?
It was a ton.
Like 1,100 or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bunch.
Hey, Pam, that thing that you're saying though, what's really cool is that you're doing other clubs are starting to ask you, and we always say that it's not about your club, it's not about my club, it's about the next one. And you guys are doing exactly what we're all supposed to do as Rotarians. If we get in there and dig and find some success or find that way forward or find the way out of the hole, it's our duty to reach back and try to help somebody else into it. So once you get this Mosaic thing off the road and cranking, we're gonna come draft your whole district into coming helping us because you guys are smoking it, man.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Well, and I'm district DEI chair. This is DEI in living form, and now Kimmy and I are working together because it's DEI, it's membership, it's all Rotary, it's all tied together.
When you have Kimmy and Lizzie there too, and you, that's the dream team right there. So we get a call on you. You guys, we're gonna call on you for help. I can promise you that. So we appreciate y'all a lot.
I just looked up in thesaurus.com and I typed in the word mosaic, and guess what the first synonym is that comes up? Because what you all have done is broken the mold. And I think that's really critical.
Our name has a lot of meaning to it. Yeah. It's a lot deeper than a name.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mosaic is a lot of broken pieces brought together to make something beautiful. And, we are all different pieces, different shapes, sizes, colors. But when you put us all together, we're pretty awesome.
Outstanding.
That should be Rotary's motto.
Yeah.
Right there.
A lot of broken pieces brought together. I like that.
To make something beautiful.
Make something beautiful. I love it. I love it. Well, you guys are going to go eat some What are you getting? A salad and a taco salad. What do you got there?
And meatballs.
Meatball.
All right. Thanks for the invite.
You guys
Follow us
take care.
on
Good luck.
Facebook and LinkedIn, Mosaic Rotary.
Yes.
We are trying to make sure that we are in the public face to let everybody know what's going on. So follow us.
Absolutely.
That's great
Got
news.
it.
Are they
That's
not
so
the
cool.
greatest? They're like the greatest people on the planet. I've done this a lot, and just to sit there and work with them and me and Al. This is an impersonation of me and Al during that first meeting with him. I mean, our mouths were open. It was just the most dynamic thing that I've ever seen. It really was. So I'm just so happy they were able to come on and tell a little bit about their club because they're just
Share. Yeah.
You know,
they're
one of
It
the
incredible.
was great.
one of the most rewarding things that I have that I get out working with the club creation team is actually getting to work to see a club come all the way to where they charter or a companion club get together and just that whole
Mhm.
process. Does
Funny
anyone
part
have
about
a
it is
memorable one that you really that you've worked to launch a club that you like? Chris, what's one that you've worked with that you like? Hey, I really like that.
I this actually wasn't part of the club creation team, but it was a club that we started here in my home market, and it was a club in an area where everybody said you can't open a Rotary club there.
Oh,
And of course, I looked at that as a challenge and an opportunity.
absolutely.
And not only did we open a Rotary club there, but that club is thriving. They have one of the greatest fundraisers every holiday season. Um, there's a festival called Christmas in Davidson, and they always do Christmas trees, a whole alleyway of Christmas trees, and people get to vote on their favorite Christmas tree. And all the donations go to the charities local there in their community. So
Cool.
this is a club that should never have been started because it couldn't be started, and they have seen incredible success, and they continue to grow year after year.
And here
That's
I
great.
thought you were going to say impact, bro. Come on.
Well, I mean, all of this is impactful, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
all impactful. It is. That's a great one. I also like your own home club's got a really good one too. The Full Circle. I love that name. I
Oh
love
yeah,
what it means. It's really, really cool. But
full circle.
Todd, you just did one too this past year that you're really proud of too, companion to your club, the Tri-Cities Latinos Club.
Yeah, the Latinos of Action is
Latinos Action,
is
yeah.
a fun club there
Mhm.
in our community. It's a companion club that they launched to be able to serve that area of our community that's a heavy Latino area, which is a lot of people that are impacted in that little direction. And we're working on one right now that'll be Uganda group out of the Naka Valley refugee camp, and it'll be a companion club actually based out of a Canadian club in Grand Forks, and that's launching after the first of the year, and it's called the Success Club, so Success for Naka Valley. So that'll be
Nice.
a neat thing to help these individuals be able to develop more success and find some education and just the support that's needed as we branch off across the world to help change things. And then, of course, I mean, there's been several clubs, so I don't want to. I love the new Blue Mountain Evening Club, which is it's a small community. They've got a noon club and a morning club, and they launched one in the evening, and it's really taken off, and it's neat things. And plus, Rotaract clubs and Interact clubs already. I mean, we're seeing them all over the place, and I love it. You know, it's pretty exciting. I can just go down a list. I don't want to leave anybody out, but it's
Oh no, we got there's a lot to name, but there's some really good stuff like and people are taking it one step further than we took. I mean, you're looking at kind of like the OG or the old people of the club creation type stuff on this thing. And when I say old, I meant Jones there. I'm not going to say anything about Laura because I mean, I'd wake
I
up in
know
the
where you
backyard
live.
somewhere.
Be careful.
Yeah, but we took it to a step with leaders like Patrick Eakes. You know what I mean? These people that were at the forefront, him and Chris doing ICA in 33 and these other really, really talented people that were out there doing this. But these people that we're talking to now are taking a little step further because their base is it's okay to do something different. Now they're imagining on top of that, which is great. Where we were just trying to fight to get to a base, in a different thing. So now I'd say that I'm working with a club in North Central Texas, and just an absolutely fantastic place. They're going to do a standalone, and they wanted to do a veterans club. And, it's our responsibility as we get on and we help facilitate these people through the system and through the stuff and let them bounce ideas and just be really creative. They asked me what I had thought and what I had seen. And I love cause-based clubs, especially veterans clubs. I just think it's just really honest and, people want to help. But I had seen limiting of the ability to recruit to a club, tie a club up in knots in 3-4 years down the road. So when I gave that kind of advice, Kurt, the district membership chair, and Kevin, who's fantastic, he breaks out with, what about a salute to Veterans Club? Now all of a sudden you've got your veterans, plus you're getting your veteran adjacent, all of the associations and everybody that goes out and helps. Now you can bring all those people together. So just getting on and iterating and talking and going through this process with people, you wind up with the Pam Baxters and the Zoes and the Mosaics of the world. You wind up with the success clubs. You wind up with new and really, really the innovation portion of it, because they've got the base already. Now they can innovate on top of it. So it's going to be really neat to see where they go from here.
What's my favorite Paul Harris quote, Patrick?
Oh, don't even say it. Not on this call. You're not allowed to. You better go drink another scotch. No, we've already got it.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. There's little Paul. Go ahead.
Good
Go ahead
job.
Oh my goodness.
It's
A Paul
absolutely
bobblehead.
my favorite one. That's awesome right there, Patrick. It's my favorite quote of all times, I mean, Paul Harris said, if Rotary is to reach its final destiny, it must be evolutionary at all times and revolutionary on occasion.
That's 100% true even today.
Yeah. Did you see
So
this?
it has the added benefit of being true, is what you're saying?
So we got Todd. Todd's like a rapper, by the way. If you guys didn't know, you watch some of his YouTube stuff. He's like got this like secret rap thing. But this is his buddy Lil Paul. And I actually my nephew found this for me in a shop, and it is the coolest thing in the world. And as soon as I held it, I said, "This must be like what an Oscar feels like." So I can go, "You like me? You really like me?" And
it talks to you at night, doesn't it?
It does. It is what it is. It's little Paul.
Is that we're gonna have bobblehead night? If you start a companion club and you get a free Paul Harris bobblehead.
Actually, that Paul
You know
Harris
what? That would work. Wait a second. I'm writing that down. That would work. I'm voting you right now. You can find out how much Paul Harris bobbleheads would cost. And we'll go ahead and get them out to all the clubs. That'd be funny. That's hysterical.
So aside from starting new clubs, I've had a lot of fun also meeting with it seems I meet with club presidents or membership chairs or now some district governors, and what they're wanting is that club refresh has really taken off. And I visited with the club today about that. They were like, what can we do to get our club going? And it was one in my district. And I recommended what you need to do is go get on that app and sign up for a club refresh. Just book a step, and you'll meet with somebody in the club, or in the on the team, and we'll talk about ways that you can revitalize your club and rejuvenate it, and some simple tips that are in there. But I've had a really good time, and then I end up getting invited to speak at a couple of these. At that zone last week or so, and just address the membership chairs, and that's a lot of fun where we have opportunity to share those ideas, and we're not making it all up. We learn it too by visiting with them.
It's always cool to call Todd, because it doesn't matter if he's on stage, he'll answer and be like, "Yo, Patrick, hold on a second. You called at the right time. Perfect. Yeah. And I'm like, how many people am I talking to here, Todd? I mean, he's just so much fun when he does it.
250.
And that's the key to this whole thing. It's just having a good time. Those club refreshes, brother, you don't have to do a companion club. You don't have to do this. Those are another strategy to bring people in. But those club refreshes, it's the same steps that we take these people through. And we learn something every single day when you're on with people. But the universal truth is it's the same issues all over the world. Australia has the same issues we have in North America. They're just saying it with a different accent. Then we go over and see our buddy Steve Howe, which I hope gets on the Membercast. We'll wake him up at 2 a.m. and make him do the Membercast. It'd be fun. But he's talking about the same things, just in a different accent. And once we realize that, we just devise the plan, put the plan in place to get the behavior we want, and that's all we have to do. And it's really starting to dig in and deep, get really, really good traction on that. That was a good call by the entire team. We didn't have club refresh in there when we first got started, did we?
No, I think
that was the North American
that's,
club. Yeah, that was the
that's
North
my
American
favorite
club.
thing. I love working with the clubs and building the clubs. I really like that club refresh. And I try to tell everybody, hey, just go in and book a club refresh. If you're not, if you're not ready for a club, or you're thinking, I don't want to add a companion club, we're not, our club's
If
not
you
ready for
don't
that.
know,
Or even if you don't know, just to explore it, like a 15 to 30-minute call, and you're going to meet with someone on the team. You get your own dedicated person to start out with, and then you'll meet with someone else next time. And where else can you get that, where you can have one-on-one? Sometimes I think what I have experienced is sometimes when I'm speaking with someone, they just need to kind of start verbalizing what the issues
That's
are, or
it.
talk about what's my problem. And I find that oftentimes the answer is right there in front of us, and we just need to get it vocalized and give them the opportunity to start talking. And it's almost uncanny how oftentimes the person I'm speaking with, they'll come up with what they need to do, and it'll just a reminder. I mean, we've all learned so much. I read one time that everything we've ever touched or heard or experienced in our life is still locked somewhere in our mind, and we're just not tapping into it. You've heard that, you only use 10% of your mind. If you can tap in and get that, the other few percentages that are in there, that's where all that stuff that all those things that got you excited when you started at Rotary, those are still in there, and you sometimes just need to remind yourself, and you do that oftentimes by talking. This is like a big counseling session, isn't it? Sometimes
it's cool though.
Rotary therapy.
There you go. But often, these clubs need that outside coaching. Yes, we know often the answer is in the room, but they need someone from outside of the club to help coach them through this entire process.
Yeah.
And once they realize that, hey, it's not a bad thing, we can help you make this dream come true. And it's really simple. They have the answers, they just don't know how to unleash it.
Guys, when they do this, when we're there, and I was just on with the Laura Carey fan club at 5 o'clock today. I mean, no, dead serious. They're like, can we have Laura? And I'm like, what am I, chopped liver?
Yeah,
it's hysterical. No, but I'm on and we're facilitating this, and they, they're 12 miles down a 13-mile road, but they're, one of the guys said, can you just give us some pointers? So I just started giving a little bit of pointers, and it just got them talking. What about that? What about this? What about this? And I sit there and listen, and I promise you, I guarantee you guys have done this. You're sitting there and they're bantering back and forth, and they say something, and you go, ding, 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 ding. You got it right there. Stop. What did you just say? And they just lock in on that. And all they really want to know is they get this free-flowing idea that it's a good idea, that they can do it, that they're allowed to do it. Remember that? I mean, we're still dealing with a lot of that. I dealt with a club the other day that said their their governor said that they weren't allowed to do that. There's a lot of still those things that you have to overcome out there. But I promise you that the 15 minutes is it worth 15 minutes of your time to sit down with somebody and just find out if there's a there? Is it worth 15 minutes of your time? Well, of course it is, right, Todd? Right, Chris?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. And anybody can do it. You don't have to be president or governor or anything like that.
Anybody.
You can be, any member can connect with someone from this team. There's no charge. That's how we serve. So we're here to talk with you about it. So if people can contact us and say, okay, let's talk. I want to explore how I can make a difference. All of us, we're all Rotarians, and all of us have the opportunity to make a difference, to make where we're hanging out better.
Again, our RMCs that are out there are regional membership coordinators.
Thank you.
I was not paying a buck for not saying the acronym without the word.
RAA.
No, Rotary Acronyms Anonymous. We need to sell little cards for that, Rotary, or we need to put a swear jar up on if we go to a summit or district conference, if you say an acronym without saying the thing out, you have to put $1 in the jar and it'll go to polio. So that, but the RMCs that are out there in North America right now, they're studs. I mean, you got Louisa Horn, Cindy Kish, Jenny Stotts, Julie McCoy, Chris Justice. I mean, you got people like what's it called? 27. Savita is killer. Corey, and we've got Mary Ligon down in 34 smoking it this year. So these guys have that, and we're just a tool that everybody uses to. If I said that Chris was a tool, we'd take this thing into a different stratosphere there.
Don't go there.
But we're just a really good tool, and I think that every single person on here, like Laura, could you find anything more fun to do than to sit down and talk to somebody about membership? Todd, you eat it up.
I love it. I talk about it all the time. What's fun for me, I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so my time zone's different than your time zone. And I let my appointments start early in the morning. And so most of my calls are like 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, because it seems to work out pretty slick. I end up talking to a lot of people on the East Coast because for them, it's like, okay, I can meet at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yet maybe some of our team can't necessarily meet at 9 o'clock in the morning because you're busy working or whatever at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's real convenient for me. I'm just sitting here having my morning coffee and
dressed in your Paul Bunyan shirt out there chopping down trees. I mean, it's awesome. Hey, Patrick, I'm gonna send you a video of me doing this off-grid cabin. I'm like, what? How cold is it there? And he's like, oh, it's raining and it's like 20 degrees and people are getting frostbite, but I'm out here hammering nails. I'm like, I just can't get it.
That's my other YouTube channel.
This is the incredible thing about Rotary. I mean, think about it for a second. How would the four of us have ever met had it not been for Rotary?
True.
Our circles would have never intertwined.
Andy and I talked about that the other day with Mark Huddleston and the people down there, and Stephen, the head of the community leaders down in Australia. Right now, you have the opportunity that you didn't have 5 years ago before everybody rushed to Zoom and all this other stuff during the pandemic. We actually get to learn globally now. We don't just get the filtered version that's coming down. I can get on the phone and dial up Andy and Mark Huddleston and go, dude, I have never seen anything like this. And they're like, well, we've done this. And so you're learning now from people all over the globe. Steve Howe, I can't tell you how many times I've called GBI and be like, Steve Martin over there too. Just, brother, I have no idea where to go with this. But where would we be 5 years ago? I wouldn't have been talking with Todd or Laura. You know what I mean? I'd still be stuck here talking to Jones every day. I mean, come on. I would have heard that quote 2,000
But
times.
now we talk all the time, and a lot of times it's not even about Rotary. We're having a good
And Laura and Todd,
other
I'm so
stuff.
glad I met you, so I don't have to talk to Patrick all the time.
That's the best part that came out of the club creation team. Hey, but I did want to get back to what you said though, the club refresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we knew what we wanted to do with the app and what we needed to produce at Calgary. Standardized procedure. Everybody does it the same way. It's to end chaos. Anytime you don't do that, you wind up with chaos. You guys have seen it. You know
And
what I
they
mean?
come back to us and
That's right.
want us
And
to help
please
them
help
clean it
save
up.
us and do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So, but think about this. There's 28 people that we have on our team. Sat down and went, there's a need, and we need to add something to that. I didn't have the club refresh on there beforehand. I didn't have time to even think about club refreshes beforehand. The club creation team, the team members got together and said, we need to do that. And look at the advancements that you made. We've had to discover Rotaries because two or three people on the team said, we need that. So we had to discover Rotaries. This app, the procedure is going to really transform the way that we allow clubs to take the pressure off of them and to innovate, to really innovate. It's tough to tell somebody go be innovative when the procedure isn't documented, when there's nobody there to help. You know, Sean
Or
Sawyer,
be vibrant. Be
Yes.
vibrant. We hear
Yeah.
that.
Be
Be
vibrant.
vibrant. And I hear that. And what does vibrant even mean? You
And
know,
they stand there and they go, okay, they don't know what to do.
but sometimes
Mhm.
vibrant is, if you're a vibrant leader or vibrant, meeting, that's just something that sometimes comes within, unless you've got the tools.
Yeah.
We can
But
offer the tools. And
you've
before
got
we
the
wrap
tools.
up, I want to throw this out to each of you. How about a shout out on your? We all have done Club Refresh. Is there a tool that you like to share with everybody? What's one tool? Let's go, Laura. What's one tool that you say, oh, when I'm doing a Club Refresh, I always like to mention this.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. I've got to think a
I
minute.
am. That's what I do.
I know you do.
Hey, after 7 o'clock in the evening, if she ain't got a glass of wine in her hand, she's gonna need a couple minutes.
It's
She's got
gone. Yeah, thank you.
She's got
You know
it's
me
gone.
well,
She's gonna need a
Patrick.
minute on that one.
Let the boys go first. and,
Okay, let's go, Chris.
Discover Rotary. That's my go-to.
Nice. Go
And what
to.
is that, just in a nutshell, just your quick elevator pitch on what is Discover Rotary?
The Discover Rotary is getting people to understand what Rotary is before they've ever joined the organization. And so you have a quick meeting before a Rotary Club meeting, after a Rotary Club meeting, some other time other than your Rotary Club meeting, and you tell people what Rotary is all about. And I got to tell you, our hit rate out of these Discover Rotary sessions is better than 50%. So if we fill the room with 10 prospects, we end up having 5 of them join.
Used to call it Rotary informational sessions.
Yeah, Rotary Information Hour. Yeah.
Who was it down there? Sandy
Olson.
Sandy Olson, the godmother of Discover Rotary. If that's one of the reasons why we did that too, we've got all of her stuff and it says it came from her. She really has a great. Todd, you've seen the resources in there, the PowerPoints and the whole 9 yards.
I mean, it's a plug and
Fantastic.
play. It's a recipe. All you got to do is follow the recipe, and it works. It's so cool.
And
It's
you
my
provide
go-to.
the recipe when they
In the
contact
app.
the club creation team. They can go in the app and you can learn about Discover Rotary from one-on-one with Chris or me or Laura or anybody else on the team that can walk you through it. So you could actually put on an event like that with your club, and you could learn how to do that. Patrick, your number one, your fun thing that you love to talk about at during a club refresh when someone calls, your little golden nugget is
that you have to capture what our Rotarians do, not just what our Rotary clubs do, because I believe that excitement breeds excitement. That we could call ourselves people of action all we want, but unless people see the action, there's no clear vision of what you are about, and nobody will join that cause. So I always talk a lot about public image on that aspect and teach people that one little thing, plus the bucketing, getting them to micro focus on, who's not there. But my favorite is really motivating and capturing what our Rotarians do, not just what our clubs do, because that excitement spills over into your community. Todd, if your Rotary Club doesn't do Habitat, but you do Habitat on the side, because all Rotarians do service no matter what. I mean, that's just what they do. But all of a sudden, you'll start getting leads if you keep promoting. Hey, Rotarian Todd, getting it done at Habitat today. People call and go, I had no idea your club did that. Well, a lot of our Rotarians do. Can I sign you up to go with them the next time? And that's really hitting for people. You're starting to see those clubs that we work with not just have the pictures of the big checks or just have the pictures of the speakers. They're actually putting that out in their community. So that's one of my big go-tos that I love talking about when I get with a club on a refresh.
We had someone on our club, Tess. She was ringing the bell the other day, and she posted a video. Now, some of us in our club have been ringing the bell, and I posted a video, and I had a lot of people look at it and had fun. And I saw someone posted on her account there, or a comment, and he says, that looks like fun. How can I get involved in something like that? So I wrote the guy back a comment and said, oh, and I told him about my club, and if you want to get involved, come join us for lunch. And he says, PM me. Well, we start a PM back and forth. The guy's great, Ruben, and now he's my Facebook friend. And he doesn't live really in that area, doesn't work in that area, so it's hard for him to get back to do that. And so I had given him some other introductions to some other potential Rotary clubs, and I also said, hey, follow our page on Facebook and a couple others on there, because we post online when there's an event or something going on where we want volunteers. That's one little nugget that I like to share during a club refresh is make sure you tell people what you're going to be doing and what you are doing, and ask them to join you at your service project or your event or your fundraiser, which is more powerful than showing, like you mentioned, the big check, which is also good. That just says this is what we've done, and people, oh, that was really neat. We like what you've done. When you can show them this is what we're going to be doing, and we could use 2 more people, now all of a sudden you'll start getting volunteers, and once they engage with you and having fun with you, how many times? I mean, anytime I'm at a Rotary event, I'm having so much fun, and anybody else that joins us, that just grows from there. So it looks like
Laura just said
escape
Laura
from
said
us
her
today.
computer was low on power and it died on her. So I just said that we'd have a little Paul talk for, and we'll be good.
There you go.
But we miss Laura.
We miss Laura.
Well, I think that's about it, fellas. Before
Todd,
we stop
before you-
live, Chris has got a final thought.
No, just a final question for you, Todd. So you mentioned early in the session the YouTube channel. Can you mention that one more time?
So we do have a YouTube channel. It's called Impact Studios, and that's where we're posting these videos. We do live on Facebook. That only lasts so long, and then they disappear. So we're making sure that all these are on there. This is season 1, episode 6, I believe, and each of those, maybe it's episode 7. These are all then posted over to our Facebook page, where you can look back at the history and you can see the different guests that we've had, and we're planning to do some more creation. I do a lot of videos on my district YouTube channel as well, and then as Patrick knows, I've got my own private one that I have a DIY channel that I do.
Hey, now tell the group this. We just got together and started talking one day. We didn't know that this was going to turn in, and we haven't even publicized it. But I think that it's benefiting. I've heard a lot of feedback from people that have either been on or watched or done something like that. So, after Christmas, are we having one next week? We're drinking eggnog and
I think so. Next week, yes, we'll be here. Let's highlight that next week, live on Facebook. technology allowing. We've had some glitches off and on, which is what happens, but that's what makes it fun. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time is the live Membercast, Membership Unplugged, and we'll be here. And I don't know if we have a special guest lined up or not. We do have a special guest lined up. But
You
you're not
will want to
saying,
be here for that. And we're not advertising it. It's just organic. We'll start advertising at the beginning of the year. But this one's like going to be a top secret special guest. Going to be like some super chill. Yeah, you can't tell anybody. It's going to be fun.
special guest. You don't want to miss this. So if you're following us now or you watch this video later, which most people seem to watch it later after it's already launched, you're going to want to be here live. Remember, you can always put comments in the comment section or questions, and we're happy to answer those. That's exciting. And then if you miss them, you can watch them on our Facebook page right here, or you can go to the YouTube channel and follow it up on that.
Well, Todd and
Membership
Patrick,
Unplugged.
thanks for including me tonight. Great to be here.
Good to have you, Chris. Patrick, we're going
We
to
wouldn't be
sign
here
off.
without you, pal.
We'll see you guys next week.